What's up with you? For today's video, we're with full Pokemon Duck team. Now, years ago, I did do a Duck Pokemon team, but I thought it's time to give this one a little revamp because there's a couple of new Ducks I could possibly add as team members here. So I went in all the Duck Pokemon, I did a randomizer on the other four, and I picked a team. If you do want to check me out on Twitch, people, this is where I do all my live streams and stuff. So for my teams, my Pokemon sweeps, for shiny hunts, all the forms of salty entertainment, this is a place to be. Come and drop me a follow there. All right, the first battle here, this one was on the Wycombe. I just had this battle. This was against Colin. If you do actually see this battle, GG's as well. Please leave a comment below. I always like to know if I have battled some of my audience. This is probably one of the best battles I've actually had all year. So make sure you definitely have a watch of this one. So the first Pokemon now we got is the Wheezing Galar here. I've got my Psyduck as the lead. Now this Psyduck is a special rain sweeper. We've got a Rain Dance, Hydro Pump, Blizzard, and Psyshock set right here. Now I've got the ability Swift Swim here. That's going to double my speed in the rain, and the item is Focus Sash, which is going to allow me to set the rain up in the first place in case I come across a really powerful Pokemon that can one-shot me. Not that Psyduck's really hard to take out, right? Now, Galar Weezing is going to set up a layer of Toxic Spikes. I'm not going to miss Hydro Pump, which is very, very good. So I knew this would hit really, really hard, and it did. It almost took it out, so that was a very, very good effort from the Psyduck there. Now, there's two layers of Toxic Spikes on the field from the Weezing. Now, what I'm going to do here, I'm not going to risk going for a Hydro Pump or a Blizzard. I'm just going to go for a Psyshock here to take it out. And I only got a little bit of health left, so I knew it would be enough there. So bye-bye Weezing. That's a good start to the battle. And I still have my Focus Sash intact. The bad thing is there are two layers of Toxic Spikes on the field, which may or may not come to, bite me on the bum later on. So in comes the Sand Sash. I'm going to outspeed with the Hydro Pump, and it's got to land there. Maybe they didn't know what my ability is. Maybe they just thought I'd miss. But Sand Sash is going to be going down there. So it's a good start to the battle there. Take out two Pokemon with Psyduck. So next Pokemon to come in here is going to be Blissey. Knowing their team preview, they were pretty much forced to swap in their Blissey here because they had no answer for my Psyduck at the moment. So here comes the Hydro Pump here, and Blissey is obviously going to take very minimal damage, and now it's going to set up the Stealth Rock. So I'm like, okay, well, Psyshock will probably do a little bit more damage there. Let's just go for that this time and see how much it's going to do. Now, the rain is going to stop there. The 5 turns is up, and we're going to go for Psyshock. Now, Psyshock actually does a fair bit more than the Hydro Pump did, obviously due to Blissey's really bad base defense there. And now Blissey is going to go for a Minimize. Like, okay, this is bad because it's probably going to have Softball, right? I went for Psyshock again, and it landed. I'm like, great, this is really good. I wonder if I can take it out, and it failed to take it out there. Blissey is going to go for 2 Minimize, a very, very gutsy play right there, and I'm thinking, no way am I going to let this thing go for a Softball. I am going to go for the Dynamax, sign up right here and get the Max Geyser off and get the rain back up again and take this Blissey out before it can go for Softball, right, and just stall me out with Seismic Toss and, Toxic or something like that, right. Wasn't really sure, what the set would be, but I'm assuming it'd be something like that, right? So go for Dynamax, sign up. Probably not the Dynamax Pokemon I thought I'd do, but in this case, I feel like it was needed, right? Because Blissey was going to be a big pain, right? So go for the Max Geyser. This is easily going to be able to take out the Blissey, and that's going to set the rain up again. And Psyduck has now taken out Wheezing, Sand Slash, and the Blissey. That is pretty impressive, when you think about it, right? So bye-bye Blissey. 3 Pokemon down right now. Beautiful effort here from the Psyduck. Now the next Pokemon to come in is going to be the Tree Trunks, which is the Appleton. So I'm not sure if they've got a theme team or names here. I'm not sure. If anyone sees a theme team, let me know. So I went for the Max Hailstorm there. That is going to get one-shotted. It is 4 times weak to ice. The only bad thing about this is I am going to break my Focus Sash with the Hail, but definitely it was worth it there. Did the critical hit matter? I don't really know. Maybe if it had thick fat, but still, that was going to be hitting a very, very hard regardless there. And that's 4 Pokemon down now for Psyduck. We've got a Psyduck sweep going on. Now we've got the Boltund coming in. This is the Pokemon I was a little bit scared of here. And we've got the Boltund is going to be their Dynamax Pokemon. So since there's no rain up anymore, right, the Swift Swim is not going to be activated. So Boltund will most definitely be able to outspeed Psyduck and, take it out in one shot here. Even with Max, Boltund's very, very fast. Psyduck isn't very fast at all, right? So I was pretty much using the rain there. But what a brilliant effort there, just purely from that Psyduck, almost taking out the whole of their team. I have done a Psyduck sweep before. I think it was back in Gen 7. So if you really like Psyduck, maybe you want to give that one a watch after this video. So the Boltund obviously takes out my Psyduck. Totally knew that one's coming there. And the Electric Train is on the field. So now all of its electric moves are going to be doing a lot of damage. Now, on my team, I've got some other Pokemon which could deal with this, but this in Dynamax is going to hit very, very hard, right? So we got Ludicolo as the next Pokemon. This is a terrible set, but it was pretty fun to run, right? So getting some toxic damage there from the Tox Spikes and a little bit of Stealth Rock damage there from the Blissey earlier on. Now, the moves I got this are Metronome, Rain Dance, Teeter Dance, and a Track. This is a troll set, right? So they're going to go for a Max Flare, which was a good play there, because most of the time, any Ludicolo probably would have gone for a Water-type move there, right? Now, Max Flare obviously is going to power down any Water-type moves. However, I am going to be using a Water-type move, but it's going to be Rain Dance right there. So that was really, really good there. Not only did I manage to live another turn of Dynamax, I changed the weather to activating my own Swift Swim, right? So that's going to activate a Ludicolo's Swift Swim. This is a max... I'd say this is a max speed and max special attack set. Go for the Metronome here, hoping for a special move, but I get Wonder Room instead. Oh, man. So Wonder Room is going to change the defense and special defense around. So that actually did change this battle. But I'm not going to spoil anything yet. So here comes a Electrodite move. I'm guessing just, I don't know, Wild Charge. Sorry, Thunder Fang coming from the Bolton there. All their sets so far have been, relatively standard sets. Next Pokemon we got here is the Golduck. I do have the Swift Swim here, so that's going to easily be able to outspeed the Bolton. Bolton is out of Dynamax now there. So I'm going to take some damage from the Stealth Rocks and the Toxic Spikes right there. I can simply go for the Aqua Tail and take it out here. And that'll be very, very good. So we've got Rain Dance, Aqua Tail, Cross Chop, and Ice Punch as my moves. Max Speed and Max Attack. Bolton outspeeds me. It's a Choice Scarf set. What the heck? So Golduck is going to faint there, getting outspeed by Bolton. So bye-bye Golduck. Next Pokemon we got is the Sirfetch'd here. This is a Choice Scarf set as well, but I'm a Final Gambit set. So max health and max speed, no attack EVs whatsoever. So this is a Final Gambit, First Impression, Retaliate, and Quick Attack. It was pretty much to fool the opponent and trick them into thinking I'm running just like a physical Sirfetch'd when in actual fact I'm running a Final Gambit one. So I know the Final Gambit will not get outsped, and obviously I'll faint and do no damage. So I went for First Impression, does a decent amount of damage. Thunderfang does heaps to Sirfetch'd. Now I only lived that because I was running max health, right? So I can live another turn there swapping in with the Stealth Rocks, but I cannot live another turn after this, and I can't do another move, right, because I'm locked into First Impression. So what I'm going to do, right, since the Wonder Room is up on the field, I've got this Everlight bulky special defensive Farfetch'd, but since Wonder Room's in effect, I'm going to be very bulky on the defensive side, right, and I feel like a Revenge will take this out. Let me go over the set in a second. I tank Thunderfang easy peasy, right, so I can live another two of them quite comfortably there, right, before I faint. Now this, as I said, is a bulky Everlight set. We've got Rest, Sleep Talk, Curse, and Revenge. No point setting up the Curse here. If I simply go for Revenge, this should almost be enough to take out the Bolton, and then I can simply take it out with First Impression or another Pokemon. Unfortunately, they do get a flinch there on the Thunderfang, so extraordinarily lucky there. And now all I've got to do is just attack me now because the Wonder Room has worn off, and the Toxic was going to faint me anyway, even if I live there. So Wonder Room wears off, pretty much screwed over my Farfetch'd then. So all I've got left is Porygon and one other Pokemon, being my Sirfetch'd, which only is on a little bit of health here. I've got this Blunder Policy Porygon2, right? Now, this is a deliberate set to have very, very inaccurate moves. So I've got a Conversion Zap Cannon set with Blizzard as well, and Gravity. So what I want to do first is go for Blizzard. I've got a special attack rise. Here comes the Thunderfang from the Bolton, does a lot of damage to me, obviously, and here comes Blizzard, and Blizzard lands there, so thank goodness that did land. Now, if I did miss the Blizzard, I don't have the Blunder Policy, but I don't think I would have outsped it still there, right? This is max speed, but with max speed, it's not very, very fast there, right? So taking some toxic damage here. What I'm thinking about doing right now is going for a Zap Cannon, and the last Pokemon is Mr. Rime. Now, I'm not sure if this has Ice Shard or not, but it's going to go for Focus Miss, and it misses. And then the Mr. Rime, right, has a Blunder Policy boosting its own speed, yeah? So then, right, I went for Zap Cannon. Zap Cannon landed. You wouldn't read about it there. Does a lot of damage, and it paralyzes too. So Mr. Rime takes a massive hit there, which is great. Now, Porygon2 is on its last turn here, pretty much. Depends on what Mr. Rime's going to do. It's going to get paralyzed, which is wonderful. Then I went for Blizzard to finish it off, and it missed. Oh, no. And now my Blunder Policy is going to kick in here, which is going to allow me to outspeed the Mr. Rime next turn. However, there won't be a next turn because the Toxic will take out my Porygon2 there. All that's left now is my Sirfetch'd from earlier on, which can pretty much only do one thing, which is going to be first impression. I am going to take some stealth rock damage there, but I am going to be able to live that. Going for the first impression here with no attack EVs whatsoever on a weakened rhyme. I was really worried it would actually not take it out, but it did. And that, my friends, is the first battle. That was so close there. Such a crazy close battle. Thank you very much for the battle, Colin, whoever you are. That's a crazy close one. The RNG went both ways there, which made things very interesting. Let's get on to battle number 2 here. This was against Forger of Souls, and we also got another very interesting battle here as well. But how about that Psyduck in the first battle? It was absolutely popping off. First Pokemon we got here is going to be the Octillery. Now, my opponent has a theme team here. I wonder if you can guess it. So we've got the Octillery going for a Protect here, right? And I went for Psyshock, so that's going to do nothing. Like, Blizzard and Hydropop are going to do nothing, right? I don't want to go for Rain Dance there. They're just in case they had Swift Swim, but they don't have Swift Swim. They got Moody. So, like, okay, that's fine, you know? Still, Psyshock will be the best move here. I still say this to this day. I believe that Psyduck should be a Psychic and Water type as well, right? Now, Octillery is going to be going for a Bullet Seed here. Psyduck isn't exactly what you call the most bulky Pokemon on planet Earth, right? And it's going to be doing, like, loads and loads of damage to it, right? So those little bullets are coming out of its little sucker, and it's going to hit 4 times, and Psyduck is going to go down. So a big difference between the first battle with Psyduck's performance in this one, but it was pretty much straight up counter there, so it wasn't much of a surprise. So the Octillery is going to get another Moody boost, right? And another stat's going to get risen, and another one's going to get dropped right there. So we're going to bring in Porygon2 here. I thought, well, I might be able to get rid of this with a Zap Cannon, right? So Porygon2 is going to get a download, and download is going to boost its attack, which is unfortunate, so I'm running a special attack. But that's okay. It's still going to hit hard. So go for Gravity here. Let me show you what this fully set actually is. So Octillery's got to go for a Soak there. This is pretty funny. So I get, Water type added, right? And now we got the Moody from the Octillery. So what I'm going to do now is go for Conversion. Now, Conversion changes you to the type of the first move in your move slot, right? So I deliberately put, Zap Cannon as my first move there, right? So I could change myself into an electric type there and have Gravity to increase the, obviously the accuracy of Zap Cannon, and go for Stab Zap Cannons, right? Which is going to be very powerful, especially if you swap it with Download and get a special attacking boost, right? So this Octillery is hitting me like 5 times there for a Soak Bullet Seed. Very nice strategy there. I'm going to go for a Conversion, right? Now, that is going to make that Bullet Seed not very effective, which is going to be very, very good versing this Octillery, right? I'm not sure what its item is. Maybe it's got a King Drop. It could be a complete troll set. Like, nothing would surprise me, right? Now, Zap Cannon's going to miss there. Blunder Policy is going to activate, boosting my speed. I was pretty unlucky to miss that Zap Cannon under a Gravity too, by the way. Here comes the Bullet Seed. As you can see, it's a massive difference for me just changing my type right there. And Octillery only hits me twice, which definitely helps out there as well, right? So another Moody boost for the Octillery, like Moody boost number 69. And it's going to have a speed drop there. Not that really matters. Now Octillery is going to go for another Protect there. So they're trying to see if they can get like another stat added to them that would be helpful, right? I went for the Zap Cannon there. And also they're stalling that Gravity out as well at the same time. So Octillery is going to get a boost in its attack this time. So that's pretty good for the Octillery using Bullet Seed, right? Now, Porygon2 is finally going to land a Zap Cannon, and the Octillery is going to get one shot at this. That's great. So finally I got rid of the Octillery that caused me so much problems then. Now, the Gravity is going to return to more normal, which is a little bit of a disappointment, but at least I got rid of one Pokemon, right? I went for Zap Cannon this turn. It's going to miss, of course, there's no Gravity around. And now they're going to go for a Fling and Fling a TR64, which is going to do a lot of damage and take out my Porygon2. Like, it's not like an Everlight Porygon2, so it wasn't very bulky right there. So next one is going to be my Golduck. Now, Golduck is also a Rain Dance setter, as you've seen before. And now they've got the Passwin go for a Thief here. It's going to thief my my Wide Lens, because I got Wide Lens because the Aqua Tail just always misses for me, right? So setting up the Rain there, that's going to boost the power of my Aqua Tail, which is going to be very, very nice. And also got the Swift Swim there too on my Golduck, right? Now, Golduck is going to go for an Aqua Tail here. That hits very, very hard. It's a clean 2-hit KO. Here comes a Fling. So the Passwin's flung its item before. Then it stole the item, and then it flung it back at me. So we'll go for Ice Punch here just to finish off the Passwin with the crit there, which obviously didn't really matter, right? So bye-bye Passwin. That's 2 Pokemon down, right? And Golduck is pretty much set up here. Next Pokemon is the Glalie here. So Glalie, I'm going to go for Cross Chop. It lands, which is beautiful. And a one-shot Glalie there, which is awesome. I got a crit from the Cross Chop there, so that's very nice to land it. And obviously the my item is a Cross Chop to the Wide Lens, but I don't have it at the moment, right? Next is another Glalie called See My Body. I do like that name, it's very, very nice. Have you seen Glalie body? Like, what body would Glalie actually have? Just think about it, right? That someone give me a good answer for that. I'm going to read my comments. So the rain is going to stop there. I can still go for a cross chop too. I've still got max speed though, so I should be able to outspeed the Glalie, right? Now Glalie's trying to get some boost there with Moody, and it's going to have its defensive drop, which is that's not good. So go for the cross chop on the Glalie. It lands, and it got one shot at again with another crit. So 2 crits. Both Gladies got yeeted out of this battle. So there's only 2 more Pokemon left, and I've still got 4 left. So in a very comfortable spot right now. And then the next Pokemon we got is another Octillery. So they're going to go for Protect there, and this is probably going to be another Moody set, right? So Cross Chop is pretty much the way to go here, unless I go for an Ice Punch Free Sacks, right? But Cross Chop is probably better, because I've been so lucky with it so far, so I thought, let's keep going for that, right? Now Octillery is going to be Dynamax Octillery. I was wondering when they've Dynamaxed their Pokemon. Now, there's no way, even a Cross Chop crit here will not take Octillery out, right? Like, obviously, you know, Golduck's attack is pretty good, but it's nothing like a super amazing. Now, I did have another set with Golduck that I have run before in the past too. You can run it with Hone Claws too, which is very, very nice, boosting his attack. And then if you've got any moves like Cross Chop or Aqua Tail, it works beautifully, you know, in hand with them, right? So go for the Cross Chop there. Here comes a Max Flare. It's like, that's an interesting move. And it takes me out. So bye-bye Golduck. So now the sun is up with the Octillery. Now, I've got a Dynamax option left, and I've still got 3 Pokemon left to go too. So I don't know if I was in a huge hurry to start Dynamax yet. I wanted to see what was going to happen here, right? So another Moody boost on the Octillery. It's going to get a speed drop there. And now I'm going to go into Sirfetch'd. I'm like, okay, well, Sirfetch'd can actually go for Final Gambit this time. I've already hit it with a Cross Chop before. Let's see how much this is going to do. Now, the Octillery is going to go for a Max Guard there. I went for Final Gambit. Obviously, it's not going to work. And Octillery is going to get another Moody boost here. I guess Max Guard works very nicely for Moody there too. Now, the good thing about Final Gambit is even if they get any defensive boost or special defensive boost, Final Gambit is going to ignore that. But man, it did so low little damage there. So bye-bye Sirfetch'd. At least I got to use Final Gambit. And there was another Max Flare. That is the last turn of Octillery's Dynamax too, which is good. So I've got 2 more Pokemon left here on the Duck team. I've got my Farfetch'd and my Ludicolo here. So I thought maybe I could take this with my Metronome Ludicolo. You never know, like I could get like an awesome move, right? And it has only used a fire type move so far, right? So we're going to go for a Metronome here, hoping I can get something. Like, imagine if I got a grass move, like Frenzy Flare. And then I got Dynamic Punch. I punched Octillery with my green hand. It landed, and it took it out like you wouldn't read about it. So that was really, really good right there, taking it out with a Metronome Dynamic Punch. That's lucky I got it, and then it landed at the same turn. The next Pokemon, and the last Pokemon, is a Passman. They're going to go for a Gunk Shot, and it misses. Gunk Shot would have bodied me, right? I'm going to go for another Metronome here, hoping for a good move there, and I get Reversal. So Reversal ain't going to do much. I mean, if Passman had a Focus Sash, well, at least it's gone now, right? Look at that damage. Like, you just wish you could do that damage. So the Sun is going to go. Passman is going to go for a Gunk Shot here, right? So Ludicolo, no way, is going to be able to live that one, right? I'm running a sweeping set. So bye-bye Ludicolo. Now, the last Pokemon I've got here is going to be my Farfetch'd Galar, right? And as you know, this isn't the bulkiest Pokemon on the defensive side, right? Because I'm using Curse. So I'm running Max Health, Max Special Defensive with Scrappy, yeah? So we're going to go for Dynamax Farfetch'd here, and I've got Max Knuckle coming off for Revenge. That's pretty much all I could do here, right? Now, I don't know what other moves Passman is going to have. I know that it's got Gunk Shot, obviously, but I wonder if it's got anything super effective, right? Look at that big old leak. To make some leak soup out of that one. And feed an army for 69 years. So I can go for Max Knuckle here. Here comes Giga Impact. Look, that would have done so much damage if I didn't Dynamax there. Go for the Max Knuckle here. That's going to boost my attack one stage. Now, I don't have any attack EV, so I'm going to need a couple of these to even do some decent amounts of damage, right? So the next turn, the Passman is on recharge, so I can go for another Max Knuckle here. And I know this Max Knuckle will not take out the Passman either. I'm going to need one more to take it out. So the next one takes it out there. Now, wondering what other moves it has. Is Giga Impact its best move? Then it's got Close Combat. Close Combat actually does around, it does around the same, or maybe a little bit less there. And now Farfetch'd can go for a Max Knuckle and take it out. Hope people enjoyed both the Duck Pokemon battles there. It was a really fun team to use there. It got destroyed a lot of times, but I really feel like these are the best battles I had with it. And I'll catch you tomorrow for another video. Peace out.